Welcome back to another episode of Viewer Discretion. David, Paradise is now officially a time travel show.
Yeah.
Time travel is the wrong word. A multiverse show. We can get into it.
Time-wimey is the technical term.
Time-wimey. Okay, I have a lot of questions about that. We're here to recap the latest episode of Paradise, which fully gets into the sci-fi, as we've been waiting. Some questions are sort of half-answered.
Yeah.
Theories abound on the internet about what is going on this show with Alex, with Sinatra, with Dylan, her son. We're going to get into all that in the first half of this pod. The second half, we're going to do something that last episode we were talking about Michael B. Jordan and how his Oscar win kind of cemented his place as the biggest movie star under 40 on Earth.
Yeah.
And then you and I started talking about Zendaya and who the biggest stars are. And so we're going to do an exercise in the second half where we draft movie stars under 40, which I put together my board and it was a lot smaller than I thought. I don't know about your experience. So we'll get to that in the second half. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do want to address something, by the way. I never said this on the pod. We didn't actually get to Age of Attraction because we didn't get screeners in time. So apologies. I should have said that to the listeners.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people are enjoying the show. You watched the first episode, right?
Oh, yes. Watch the first episode. Things happen for a reason. I'll just say that. Things happen for a reason.
It seems like a very loaded piece of programming.
Yeah.
One of the guys is a friend of a friend.
Okay.
Bar owner from Baltimore. He's apparently not popular on the internet right now.
Okay. There's viral. I'm 65. I'm 27. Like flying around. It's incredible stuff.
I said that I texted this to you. I've just seen the clips. Everybody looks their age. To me.
Yes. Yeah.
A little bit like the older people look a little young. Some of the younger people. But for the most part, I feel like if I had to guess the ages, I would have guessed them. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody who may or may not be 27 is Dylan. Let's just get right into it. Link.
Yeah.
His real name is Dylan. Dylan is the name of Sinatra's son. Is Dylan Sinatra's son? Link. Is Link Sinatra's son?
Dylan Sinatra's son. I think so. I think he is. I think clearly because something else is happening here that's not really time travel.
Yes.
As much as. So here's a couple things that I'm like. I don't think that she was able to take Dylan, put him in a time machine, send him back, and have him live a life somewhere else. I don't think that's happening because also, I don't think you would like not recognize your kid. Necessarily, like 15 years later, I don't know. Like I think you would kind of have some sort of, I don't know if she maybe moved his consciousness to somewhere else or move because I wonder if the kid that they saw that was at the school right when Link walks in after the assassin, at that moment, right, the flashback pre all that stuff. I don't know if that's necessarily her son in there at the time. There's just so many different questions. I still believe that whatever chicanery that they made, whatever shenanigans they had, caused the destruction. Like it caused it. I'm still on that.
So the mystery of the show right now is what is Alex, right? This is the core mystery of Paradise at the moment. Here's what we know thus far. Let's just discuss the evidence. We know that Alex is something that is in the bunker. We know that Sinatra either uses it or is in control of it. At the very end of this episode, we see her standing in front of the glow and saying, "Hello, Alex." It's obviously not a person. It's probably going to be a giant mainframe computer or something is my guess. We know that Alex either wrote or is just the name is on the email sent across time. We know that. We've seen that happened in the last episode with Baby Jane. I do want to get to that again too, though, because I've been thinking about that and what that message said. We also know that Link in the present tense wants to destroy Alex.
Yes.
So all we know for sure is that whatever this technology is, and I think we can assume, by the way, it's what the scientist who worked with Link was building in some way that Sinatra tried to buy or tried to buy, failed, killed him, all we know right now is that it is some sort of technology that allows the manipulation or the transmission of messages across time. That is, I think, the only thing we feel kind of like concrete in our knowledge. The reveal here is that the character of Link, who we talked about this last episode, is very clearly somebody who, if himself maybe is not traveling across timelines, is at the center of all the wonkiness in some way. Because everybody, Xavier has dreams of him. Everybody in proximity to him gets nosebleeds. Is like, whatever. And also not in proximity to him, but we'll talk about that. The big reveal of this episode is that his name is Dylan. Mm-hmm. He is the same age as Sinatra's son.
Yes.
We're led to infer that he is him in some way.
Same birthday,
right? Because at the beginning of the episode, her and her husband talk about how like their marriage is kind of loveless now. And what happened? We know what happened. Their son died. Would have been his 20. He would have been 26 today, right? Is what they say. So it's very, it's not subtle about it. So
at
David,
at that moment, did you know that Link was Dylan?
I did not actually. Okay. Were you like, oh, they're gonna
when they started hitting on the like the age, this is his birthday and all that stuff? I was like, I think we're getting the reveal later.
Yeah. So I think as a student of time travel and multiverse content, I where are you generally, by the way, before we get into like, do you like time multiverse shows and programming? It's like all now is like constant multiverse.
I like it. I like I like comic book multiverse time travel stuff. I think they do it a lot better than, I think like books in general are just a better format for it than TV and movies, because the exposition needed to like pull it off is really, really difficult. So most of it is not that great. Like I think Spider-Verse is probably the best version of it. The comic book Secret Wars, where all this Marvel stuff is based on, is really good versions of it. TV, movie, really hard to pull off, because I think sometimes you end up with the final conclusion being like, it's going to happen anyway. Time, you know what I'm saying? Like time travel, like that's kind of where we land on stuff most of the time.
It's really, when done well, it introduces like very interesting philosophical questions and also like physics, and like you can get your mind kind of wrapped into it. Like Looper to me is like
I was going to mention
essential time travel movie. Rian Johnson. If you guys have never seen it, go watch it. It's that to me is a movie that really stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It is about time travel. It reckons with what happens with how, if you do travel back in time, you do something, what happens to the presence, yada yada. It's called Looper for a reason. It's a very smart and complicated movie. One of my favorite movies, maybe my favorite movie of all time. I don't know if we've talked about this. Is the movie? Oh no, we did. Arrival.
Yes. Arrival. Yes.
Which is another movie that there's some interesting parallels to this show, right? Like Dead Child, information. What would you do, and all that. Anyway, sorry to go on a bit of a tangent here, but these are the things we're going to be reckoning with. I feel like in the next few episodes and beyond, because Paradise was just renewed for season 3.
Yes.
All right. So back to Link. The suggestion here, David, to me, and I don't want to get your thoughts, is that this woman invested in this company not to save the world, or invested in the company, killed a guy.
Right.
Her way of investing. Girl boss. Not to save the world, but to save her son. And when she sees Link / Dylan, she feels that she succeeded.
Yes.
Now, the question to you, and I hand this over to you, is what does even saving your son mean? Like, basically, did she create an alternate timeline where he lived? And then somehow he's able to cross back into this one? Because the guy who came back didn't know she was. And also she's continued living as though he died. So I think we're introducing some multiverse here right now. Many worlds theory.
There is that possibility that she brought him in from another situation, like that she brought him in from another multiverse that could explain what's in Arkansas, right? The thing in like there is a seemingly time disruption in Arkansas of some sort. You don't go to Arkansas for whatever reason. We know that Xavier was somewhere in that area where he had the nosebleeds, he had the vision of Link. Maybe he crossed into and saw another version of a third multiverse there when he saw those things. Like there is all that. So maybe she pulled him from another dimension which again, I feel like caused all of this stuff.
Yeah. There's a reason why he wants to destroy it.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't know, we can talk about whether he has any idea that he could be her son or they have some sort of relationship. Whatever, we don't know what he knows, but we know that he believes the technology has done something very bad.
Maybe he knows he's been pulled from another dimension.
That's entirely possible, right? Because his story was that, he was a scientist, dropped out of school, worked at REI, kind of fell in with these people. So let's talk about their actual encounter, because this episode builds towards, she puts together her negotiating team. The Dr. Tarabi, the psychologist who we know is at odds with Sinatra, gets Jane off of the negotiating team that she's very upset about. When they finally meet, it's the sun shines through. And she brings the pie, and he's very confident and sassy with her. So I was thinking about what you said about his references, because he does make some pop culture references in this moment. He says he wants to eat pie because Brad Pitt is always eating action movies. And then when they go into Air Force One to negotiate, he compares them to Star Wars, saying that they're Luke and Vader. She would be Vader because she's evil.
Right.
And then she asks him how old he is. And he says, everybody keeps asking me that. And then says 27. What was your take on
the pop culture references are absolutely on purpose, right? There's a reason. There's a reason they leaned into two very popular pop culture references here. And it was such a big deal that he did not know the pop culture references in the previous movies, which was, I believe, Jaws, or something like that. There were a couple that he just did not get. Which leads itself to, it reminds me of the Times Square scenes of Spider-Verse. Remember when he's like flying, and it's like Stephen Curry is a baseball player, and like Chance the Rapper is wearing like a different hat and stuff like that. It's just like small differences in the different universe. So the pop culture references are absolutely there in both times to give us on purpose.
Yeah, I think the question is, what does he know about like to your point, if he is not of this time, is he aware of that? But I do think you're right, they're very heavily signaling that he is not a normal 27-year-old. They kind of go back and forth about the nuclear reactors, and he wants to restart the world, and she's like, you're not really here for that. And he said, yep, I'm here for Alex. She feigns ignorance. She says, we've reached an impasse. He says to her, I'll find Alex. And she says, I will do everything in my power to protect her, after pretending like she didn't know what that was. And then he says something interesting, which again, I think goes to your theory. He says, you have not built anything. Because she talks about, we're going to protect what we built. He's like, you didn't build anything. You have destroyed everything. Yeah. So that would suggest, not only to your point that like whatever she's doing with this technology has contributed to the dissolution of the world, but that also he knows.
And I wonder if they're doing you think they may be doing incursions? I don't know if they're doing incursions here of like, which is it's a big part of the Marvel stuff they got going on now, which is these multiverses like collide on each other. One kind of gets destroyed when they converge, and so there's incursions here. So I don't know if there's the idea of maybe his multiverse had an incursion with this one, and that's where they're kind of like come together and cause like this destruction. So I don't know if that's part of it too.
Yeah, I think that what you're describing, whatever's happening when things are collapsed, or the reasons why Link is here, is sort of being manifested in these nosebleeds in some ways, right? Like, so he talks to her, he gets a nosebleed, she gets a nosebleed after figuring out that his name is Dylan and he has the same son as her birthday as her son. But at the same time, we see Xavier getting a nosebleed on the train to Colorado, which suggests that, and there's, you and I talked about this, the theories with his kids, and he himself is also connected to this in some ways. That is the part for me that's a little bit less clear. Yeah. Right? Like, why is he having dreams of Link? Why is his nose bleeding? Why is his kid's name Presley? All that. Like, that's the part I don't really feel like the show hasn't showed its hand yet.
Yeah. And one theory that is intriguing to me, maybe coincidence, is Alex being Annie, Link, I don't know what the E is, and Xavier, and that there is some sort of connection with them. I know. Well, good job, Threads. You got to parse through them. You got to parse through them to get to apple pie was not a code, guys. But yeah, you got to parse through them. But that was an interesting one because I know we're going to get to Xavier. Him and Teri's relationship is really starting to become interesting to me also.
Yeah.
But yes, Xavier is somehow, no pun intended, linked to this without having met Link, but having the visions of him.
Yeah. I think what the thing with Alex that we need to learn as viewers is this just a piece of technology, right? Like, is it just a thing that anyone can use to send messages across time? Consequences be damned. Yeah. Or is Alex sentient? Yeah. Is Alex like artificial intelligence trying to fix the world and failing over and over, perhaps?
Yeah.
You know, which I think is possible and scary and kind of would bring the show back into the realm of like, not, you know, it's still science fiction, but there'd be something a little bit more like, oh, right. The idea that artificial intelligence can simulate everything that would happen and everything that's ever happened feels a little bit real. Yeah.
Yeah. That they run the metrics and the analytics on what the best outcome is. Right. And when it doesn't work, they just kind of blow it up and start over, possibly. Yeah. Or perhaps Sinatra just screwed with it too much by doing whatever it took to. I really think this show is just going to come down to a woman who destroyed the world to save her son. Yeah.
I think so. or did really awful things. Yeah. And a woman, by the way, who I went back and, you know, we talked about the Jane email where he says, baby's going to born, she can be stopped. It actually isn't clear that they're talking about Jane.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
As I thought about that, I was like, oh, you know, it's possible that she is Sinatra, and maybe Alex is trying to stop Sinatra
and get Jane to do it. Yeah.
And get Jane to do it, perhaps. Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't know, possibility there. Okay. So elsewhere in the bunker, there's the rebellions are all happening on multiple fronts. And so the flashback kind of sets this all up, right? Because at the very beginning of the episode, you see President Cal, touring the bunker's underbelly with the scientist, and it's actually quite funny. I miss Cal, by the way.
Yeah. What like we don't need to like take a moment. Marsden's career.
He's such a good actor.
Has been such. I've like developed an intimate fandom of him after how many times I've had to watch the Sonic movies. Like this dude is like. And all he was Cyclops. He got pulled from there, and he's in the Sonic movies. This guy's and he's back in the X-Men movies. So
you didn't watch Jury Duty season 1?
No.
He is so funny in it. So for those who don't know, the premise is this sweet regular guy, thinks he's in jury duty, and it's a bunch of actors. And it's all actors he doesn't know, so it fools him. But James Marsden is there, and everybody acknowledges it's James Marsden. So it's James Marsden playing himself, but like a very insecure, egotistical version. He's so funny in it. Like, it is truly one of the great comedic performances in my mind of the last decade. And he's really funny. He's very charming. You completely buy that this Nepo baby president, and he makes the scientist explain everything to him in funny caveman terms. He talks about how he was, him and his wife bought these fancy pajamas, and he really hopes that the bunker is like that and that they're not going to use it. And she tells him, you're going to use it. You got to pack your jammas, baby. But the real point of it is, after the tour, we see this at the end, Cal starts getting the scientists to explain everything that could go wrong. Like, what if there's a fire? What if we lose oxygen? What if there's an attack? All this stuff. And he then has this sort of monologue about empires and how they fall. That at first starts with the Roman Empire, but then it just becomes about great sports dynasties, the Bulls, the Yankees, the Warriors. And as he's giving this, we see the empire falling. We see the bunker collapsing, basically. Yeah. What did you think of that scene?
It's classic This Is Us-ness. It made me go back to that. There's always monologues with something sort of overlaying it. And it does make me miss Cal as he was a legitimate engine to the story last year and was played really well. But also, when I'm thinking about those This Is Us connections, There's multiverse stuff in This Is Us. I don't know if you remember, where they had like 2 episodes where they reimagined a world where the dad didn't die.
Oh God,
you remember? And Sterling K. Brown's character like went to Howard and became a Q, and he was wearing gold chains. I just remember that part.
You're right about the monologues. Like,
yeah.
Like it's sort of expository.
Yeah.
It's fine. I did like how everything kind of converged at the same time. I thought it was because we had all these like disparate plot lines in the bunker, right? Like the rebellion and the psychiatrist and all of that, and it all just like happened at once. So here are all the things, just to put it, just to lay out the cards. The Dr. Tarabi, who's been investigating and has been very paranoid about Jane,
and is suddenly Kill Bill all of a sudden.
When she got in the shower, my husband went, "There it is."
We're back. We've never been more back.
And maybe that jujustifies the shower scene.
Yeah, there you go.
The shower is the main character.
It was a Chekhov's shower scene.
I found it a little bit like, I was like, okay, we're led to believe this woman Jane is like this idealized killing machine, and
right?
The psychiatrist just gets her, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she's dead. She stabs her, and she's like,
no, yeah. We didn't get a whole episode of her backstory. Just have her like killed in a throwaway scene.
So that's going on, but it does take her out of commission, right? Like, while all this stuff is happening. Hadley, speaking of her turning to Kill Bill, Hadley, Sinatra's daughter, becomes Steve Wozniak over here, hacks into mom's computer. She knows the password. Well, it is important. She goes, password is May 16th. So if you're paying attention, it reminds you this is the actual birthday, right? No, it's good. It's a well-written show.
Yeah.
They find Jeremy. They find the camera on him. Her and Presley get access. They get in an elevator, and they get stuck in an elevator.
The most terrifying thing that happened in the show so far is get stuck in an elevator.
It is. Robinson, Jeremy, the son of Cal, and the scientist. These scenes I could have done without. They're trying to escape the prison, and she and him are going back and forth about, I don't need a stepmom.
Yeah. I don't get. That relationship it's more annoying than anything, but fine, whatever. Not the side chick. I'm the whatever. I guess that was last episode. Yeah.
He never said a word about you, right? Right. Okay, so all this stuff's happening, and then the Sinatra's gone missing, and the brain trust decides to just go into lockdown at the same time that Jeremy, the scientist, and Robinson turn off the oxygen. So their idea was like, we're going to turn off the oxygen. It triggers the doors. They want to open the doors. But at the same time that they're doing this, the brain trust is shutting it down. So and also, of course, Link and his 10,000 strong army, I'll call it, are outside the doors trying to get in. So basically, I think the next episode is going to just be about the chaos.
Yeah.
People trying to survive and trying to get out of this and whatnot. But it is exactly what the president said. The empire has fallen. This is it for the bunker, it feels like.
Yeah. They had a good run in the bunker. Good times in the bunker.
Okay. Teri and Xavier.
I can't believe they were still there. I cannot believe the Gary thing is about 7 scenes too long. I cannot believe they still had to do that.
We left off last episode where Xavier had just thrown the bomb because Gary inexplicably warned him in time. Survives, not a spot of damage to him. Teri pulls up. It is the train people who we saw, the nice lady, Dr. Stop Orders lady and whatever. That's my husband. He, in classic Xavier fashion, disarms 2 guys immediately, pulls a gun on them. And she gets a note from, it was the old lady from, so clearly her contingent was unharmed, pardon me, and moved into the, left. We still don't exactly know what happened with Anna, like how, like, why didn't they try to arrest Gary or try to arrest, but anyways, whatever. Gets a note from Gary saying, I have Bean, please come home.
When did he get Bean? What, like, did he have Bean the whole time? Did he get Bean during
Bean
the explosion?
What
did he get? I guess the explosion diversion allowed.
Yeah, that would be my guess. I mean, it seems as though after he killed Ennis,
super spy,
everybody split for the train. except for Gary. He was left alone. And then, we do get some reunion scenes between Teri and Xavier as before they decide to go get Bean, kind of catching each other up on what's been happening. There's a funny scene where she asks about Presley and he says she's working with a limited dating pool.
Yeah.
She goes, all right, so it's a white guy.
Yeah.
It's a white boyfriend. And he reveals that it's the president's son. And the president is dead. So I will say I did enjoy it. Their banter felt very lived in.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It felt like two people who dearly loved each other, hadn't seen each other in a while. They kind of like get back to knowing each other. And I'm glad they didn't do like too much of this is awkward. You know, like you kind of want, as a viewer, you kind of want them to kind of like get back to themselves, which is nice.
Better not tell her about the shower. Okay, so there's the whole. Then they decide to go get Bean, and he pulls up with the gun. She's like, "I'm gonna go in alone." It's really
a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, Gary's just like it is funny. Like the show is a little bit too kind to him, given that he killed a guy in cold blood.
Yeah,
and he says these are the best years of my life. I would never hurt Bean. I was drowning. He just wants to make sure Bean remembers him.
Yeah.
Gary could have gone to Colorado too, man. I don't know what So Xavier doesn't have to shoot him. There's one little tense moment, but it's nothing. She leaves with the kid, and Xavier reveals to her that he also has a kid somewhere, somewhere just hanging out.
That was his kid just chilling. So they had to go get the baby.
All right. So you said there's stuff going on between the two of them that you found interesting, though, beyond the resolution of this plot line as they're headed to Colorado.
One, they now end up going back with kids that are kind of roughly there's some weird with the kid thing, right? Okay. Like we mentioned the Presley thing, and now they're going back to Colorado with two kids who are rough, like maybe kind of the same age difference as their original two kids. You know, like, so they're talking about raising these kids a little bit. We know that there's a name, and then now a name Presley doesn't know that, but now you have two more kids to bring it back that are, you know, like now you have two more kids. So I don't know what's up with that. Like, I don't know what's happening there. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting that they now have two kids that they found on the road.
There's just something about the baby the baby's gonna be something.
Yeah.
The baby girl.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a name.
Right.
We don't, Jane Doe. Mm-hmm. And we know that there's something crazy because if all of our theories at the beginning about Link are correct, what does it mean for somebody in a different time?
Yeah.
To have a child in this timeline? I don't know. Yeah. But I do feel like, and this show is like very, like there was that whole episode where they talk about the first baby being in the bunker and what does it mean? And I think that baby, there's going to be a reason why Xavier's toting around this baby with an inexplicable source of diapers and formula.
And food. He just left the baby in the gym with these people. He didn't say, hey, here's food for the baby. Baby just making it. So
you got this.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be something.
So it's making me, the Xavier and Teri thing is making me go back to their relationship. This entirety of their relationship. Because if we have Xavier, if Xavier is a name on Alex, right? Let's go with that. Let's say Xavier is part of this name. We know Xavier and Link are connected in some sort of way. I'm wondering if Link is not the first person they've pulled from another timeline. Like if Xavier is somebody that they had originally pulled from a timeline, or Xavier is somehow in this loop. Okay. Because Teri, just something about Teri just being there in the hospital right next to Xavier.
You texted me about this. Yeah.
It just feels like a plant of some sort, feel like she was either Alexed to be there or is there to keep tabs on him and maybe fell in love in the process or something, because Xavier is now kept close to the vest by being right next to the president the whole time. Right. Like we goes for the interview for the Secret Service. They're just like, hey, you got the job as soon as you walked in, all this stuff. I did see that there was some discussion about Xavier not knowing some pop culture references in the first season. I don't recall that, but I think there was like something about him saying he's not a sports fan or something like that when he was talking to Cal or something along those lines. I just feel like I'm waiting for, I don't know if it's a Teri heel turn, but more about Teri exposing why she was there.
I think you are, predestination and this idea that like technology could play a role in trying to fix the future or trying to manipulate the future through, it could be as something like we talked about the email, could be something as simple as, like you said, like putting this woman in this room and I think it seems undeniable that Xavier, there's an element of predestination or predetermination, or the technology has somehow interfered or is responsible for why he was in the bunker, why he was this, why he was right, like the president. So, and then the other thing is like, why does he have dreams about Link?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Xavier's entire role in this thing is to deliver this baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Like, what could be so important about, like, if Alex is trying to do the right thing, or if Alex is trying to, stop this apocalypse or whatever, what is it about this child that is so important? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. I mean, I don't think all this is going to be resolved in the next.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting
season 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap here. What is the one thing you really hope is resolved this season?
I would like to know what Alex does.
Yeah, same.
That would be the thing I would like to know. Like, what is Alex? What is the full capacity of Alex? What does it do? And I would imagine that we'll probably, at the end of season 2, it'll be like, this is one thing Alex does. And then season 3 will probably learn like it does these other things too. Yeah,
I would like to know that too. And I think I would like to have it affirmed what Sinatra has been using it for.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll find that out, but I don't know if we'll get a total picture of the impact that the technology has had on the world, and maybe even the Xavier piece, the baby, that might still be on, information that's disclosed in season 3. But I just want like a sense of like, okay, like you said, what does the technology do, and what has Sinatra been up to? And I think that's good for
I'm good. I'm good with that. That's all I need. No more Gary. Gary's gone. I'm happy about that. That's good.
Gary surviving
it's not even getting like punched in the face. He just kind of got like I don't know, hugged, and then it was like, okay.
He straight up killed a dude.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Yeah, we just don't know the proper way to handle punishing red-pilled people in pop culture. That's my takeaway. Like, we just don't know. Like, one battle after another. Again, going back at the end, or he's not red-pilled, but he's just like it's just punished. It's sure, but it didn't feel gratifying. Yeah. Gary doesn't feel gratifying. I just don't think we found too many like good ways to punish these people.
I think also this show, and this is us, has such like empathy for characters, like sad, like a lonely guy. I think that it was always going to end with Xavier and Teri letting him go, and Teri. But all right, we'll be back next week. We will recap the next episode of Paradise, but let's take a quick break, come back and do this movie star draft. All right, so as we discussed, this is actually the theme of the Oscars, was MBJ going up against Chalamet. Really was like, who's the young actor to win the ball at the moment. But as you and I were talking about it, not only was it like a coronation for Michael B. Jordan, but it was kind of a reminder that there aren't a lot of Michael B. Jordans out there. And so I pitched you the idea of like, let's try to like pretend as though we're agents putting together, like our own client rosters, if you will, drafting these movie stars. And I thought it would be like a ton of people. Yeah. And I started putting together a list, and the way I did tiers.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I came with like a pretty good top 10.
Okay. Gotcha.
But after the top 4, I thought everybody was pretty flawed. What was your system like here?
Same, kind of the same. I was looking. There was one that really shocked me, that they were under 40. That I feel like is a
same.
I wonder the same person. Yes.
Okay, it probably is the same one.
Okay.
I was like, oh, she's actually really young.
Yeah. Did not see that. And really part of it is really Marvel contingent. Like there's like part of it is that. But yeah, I found like kind of stretching to get to 10, to be honest, which is something I didn't necessarily think would be the case.
We're going to do snake draft style.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I am going to give myself.
Okay.
Well, okay. So the prep, like, let's just, I'm taking Michael B. Jordan. So I have the easiest pick of all, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Which is, okay. So we should also just establish this is not money making. It's not awards. It's everything.
Everything.
Like, the way I was thinking about it is like, who's the next Clooney, the next Pitt, you know, like who are the like A-listers to end all A-listers. Awards can matter, box office can matter, you can do whatever. Clearly, Michael B. Jordan is the guy who's now has both, right?
Yeah,
he has the Oscar, he has the Marvel, he has the big box office, he has the genre, he has dramatic roles, he is universally beloved. Mm-hmm. He is like a guy where you could just put him on anything, and it's kind of like Gosling, who's over 40 at this point. So easy first round pick.
You know, actually, as we're talking about this, I think as I'm going through this, I think Michael B. Jordan's the only person that I have that I'm like, if he's in it, I'll go watch it.
Really? You're like, I'll just go see.
I'll just go see it. And we don't have a lot of those people.
I have a few others that I like.
If they're in it, I'm going to go see it no matter what, you know? And I think, and Michael B. Jordan to me that's sort of a recent thing. I think like post Sinners, that's one of the things where it's like, if he's in it, I'm going to go check it out. Like Creed and Sinners, I think sort of locked that in for me. Okay.
Creed 3 kind of broke that for me.
I saw Creed 3. Well, he directed it, so there was, I think, a lot of it was the direction, and also Jonathan Majors was just like in his bag. Which, R.I.P. He would have been like, talk about a dude who would have been on the list
fully. I know,
man.
I feel it's funny because we had this conversation with the Oscars. See, I feel that way about Ryan Coogler. Like if Ryan Coogler makes anyone it, more so than MVG. But again, that was kind of like the conversation we had around the awards. Okay, so I took the easy pick, which is 1. This is like the Mendoza draft where the first pick is easy.
Yeah.
After that, it gets a little bit more complicated.
All right,
David, who is your first pick?
I'm going Zendaya.
Okay, she was in my top 4. I have a tier of 4 at the top.
Yeah, Zendaya is one for me. I mean, just look at what she's got this year, right? She's in pretty much every big movie that we have. She's got Spider-Man. She's in the Homer movie. She's in Dune. She's got Euphoria. She's not the lead star in any of them, which I think is the one thing but I do think the tennis movie was like, all right, she can carry a movie.
Yeah.
She's got this one, the drama with Robert Pattinson. I think she can carry. I want to see her. I mean, I think she's a lock for some sort of Oscar at some point. She's already got the Emmy. I want to see her kind of lead these roles, like in one of these big things. And I want to see her like get with some Black directors. You know, like I want to see her in like a movie. I want to see in a Coogler movie or my guy from Moonlight or something that, you know, somebody directs that kind of does that. But I think she's just, I mean, Zendaya's a home run.
Charlie just said he would take Zendaya over Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's an ally right there. She was in my, so I have a top 4 tier and she's in my top 4. I have like 4 people in the top. I love Zendaya. I think she's underrated as an actress.
Yes.
She is really good at Euphoria.
Yeah. Like she's carrying the show. She's carrying
the first season. I think before the rest of them got a little bit like, her acting was so much better. I thought.
Yeah.
And she has such a cool, unique style too, where she leans into this in the Spider-Man movies in particular, but Challengers as well. She's just funny.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of makes her so unique. And Julia Roberts has this quality too, where she's kind of just cool.
Yeah, a movie star, just a straight up movie star at all times.
She's obviously stunning, and I think she's made a lot of really interesting choices. But you hit it, like she hasn't really. It's funny, like for being in this top 4 and being as big as she is, she hasn't really carried a tentpole franchise, and she clearly could. But I am interested in seeing the decisions that she makes.
Right.
I think, I think I would be interested in her doing like more Oscar-y.
Yeah. I think, man, it's coming. Like, I just feel like I would be if it's sort of like when you look at somebody like they should be like Luca, and it's like he'll be MVP in 5 years. Like if Zendaya does not have a Best Actress in 5 years, I'd be really surprised.
All right, so I have oh no, it's a snake draft. Crap. Oh no, you're gonna take mine.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Mine.
All right.
You might take mine.
Chalamet. We're going Chalamet.
Oh no. Okay.
And I was torn.
He's in my top 4.
Yeah, that was torn between him and who I'm.
You know who I'm gonna pick. I think. Yeah.
So I was going Chalamet. I mean, just got the Oscar nom. He's going to do a little bit of like character rebuild between now and Dune 3. I think it's fine because I think also the way that the Oscars did him a little bit, it went too far one way where there's more sort of sympathy for him with
people. There's backlash to the backlash.
Yeah, there's backlash to the backlash. I think Dune 3 will wipe that away, and he'll be right back where he needs to be.
So he's in obviously the top. I mean, his resume at this point is like pretty insane.
Yeah.
I think like too. Like with all the backlash and like the persona stuff. Like I was looking at his oeuvre, and there's some really beautiful performances there. I mean, Call Me by Your Name. He's, I think, exceptional in that film. It's so good, and he's got a lot of like interesting minor roles too. Obviously, Dune is big box office, and he's the star. He's good in it too.
He's good.
I mean, he's a really really good actor, and he's really really young, and I think
Dune has become my go-to airplane movie. By the way,
really,
Dune is just like I'm in a plane, just put it on.
When is Dune 3? I just saw they released like some of the photos from.
Yeah, they got the whole trailer. The whole trailer's out. December, I think it's out.
Yeah, I think the thing also working in his favor here is like he didn't do anything bad.
Right.
So, this is like his downturn or his like low point. It's not like this man committed no crime.
Right. Yeah. There's not a canceled situation. It's fine.
But he clearly I feel like God, I mean, look at I'm just looking at his IMDb. It's already and he's so young, but it's already so insane. And it's a wide variety of roles too.
Yeah.
I forgot he was the Complete Unknown that just happened. Did you like that movie?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I don't like biopics. Little Women. Same. He's made some really interesting ones too. Yeah, Wonka. All right. So I thought you were going to take this one. I'm taking Emma Stone here.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she's not the one I was surprised was under 40. I mean, two Best Actress. It's crazy that she was just nominated as one. People are like, she's not going to win. Yeah. She'll win more. She's probably like the closest thing I think we have right now to, she's more successful than Julia Roberts. The fact that she's 37 years old and has already built such a fascinating, prolific career. The awards movies, the Yorgos movies, which she has. She's kind of like she has like different eras already in her career. La La Land was the award, but also some weird, fun movies along the way, comedies, action. She's done everything. I think she's similar to Zendaya in that she's a woman who appeals to both women and men. Yeah, you kind of have to be in this top tier, I think.
In hindsight, the cast for the Amazing Spider-Man movies way too good.
Right?
Like way too good.
Crazy. Yeah.
Even when I was watching those movies, I was like, these people are too good at, like they're too good for these movies. Like it's should have been better.
Did you have so that was my top 4.
Okay.
Is this I don't know if you tiered them, but did you
So you're gonna go next. I had a different I had one more in that top tier. Yeah, I wonder if that's who you're going with. Okay.
Okay, so I have a next tier. I have 6.
Okay.
3 actors and 3 actresses. The 2 of the actresses in this tier were older than I thought, or younger than I thought they would be. There's 2 that was like, whoa, they're only 30s. I am going to take Margot Robbie here.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that the one you thought you were surprised that
could not believe she was in her early 30s? Could not believe that. Like
35.
35. Yeah. She was on my list for sure. I love pretty much everything she's in. Like that's it. Yeah, setting aside she is as a performer and her likability. I also think it's kind of remarkable that women like her as much as she is for being like a quote unquote bombshell type, but I think it's a lot of that is because of the choices that she's made. Yeah. Obviously the Barbie movie, but some really interesting
Like an interesting mix of quirky choices, award-winning movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Focus is so good.
It's a movie that is like totally driven by charisma. It makes no sense whatsoever. And it's just her and Will. She's going bar for bar with Will Smith, being in terms of like stealing scenes, being charismatic, being sexy, all those things. Like she's right there with him every time. It's another like, if it's on back when I was like flipping channels, if I would flip channels and Focus is on, I'm stopping.
She also has the ability to like steal movies.
Yeah,
like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. She's been nominated. I, Tonya. I thought she was really good in that.
Yeah, she was.
I think for me, and then Barbie, obviously. But, I think like, she's coming off of like Wuthering Heights is kind of not a success. Right. Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey was not supposed to be bad. So, she's got to, I think, but that's 2 movies. Barbie was not that long ago. So I also just, I think she's just so versatile.
Yeah.
Like she can do action movies. She can do big box office movies. I think she can do romantic comedy. She can do comedy. She can do dramas. I find her to be immensely likable. Like I just like her in everything that she's in. So anyways, Margot Robbie.
All right.
To the squad.
Yeah. Is that 2? That's 2 for you.
I have Michael B. Jordan, Emma Stone. We turned back Margot Robbie. Back to you now.
Okay. All right. I'm going Robert Pattinson.
Okay. He was in my next tier.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson, Batman, whenever that comes out, he'll be there. He's been in obviously huge movies. Somehow snuck his way into Dune 3, apparently. He's got the Batman movies. He's been in some bad ones. He's been in some stinkers. But I just think that he's a good actor. He's tried really weird things. Mickey, the clone movie was a really weird movie.
Super weird. I watched that on the plane.
Yeah, such a weird movie.
It kept going.
Yeah. So he just does, I just think he's there.
I mean, it's kind of miraculous that he did the Twilight thing and then built this super artistic career after that, and yet also is Batman. Like,
right? Yeah.
Which I have to say, I have a soft spot for that. The Batman.
I think it's a good movie. It's
like a noir movie.
Yeah,
it's different. It's good. I don't know. I mean, it's flawed, but
a rare moment. There have been so rare moments when Zoe Kravitz. This is unrelated to him. When Zoe Kravitz first showed up, there were audible gasps in the theater.
Their whole dynamic in that movie is so strange.
Yeah.
But she's very hot in that. She didn't make my list, but not
mine either. Yeah. Okay, I'm jumping up. I think I may be jumping in the draft, but I'm going for a prospect here. Going for somebody who not a lot in the tank here, but the future is bright for one Aaron Pierre.
Okay, he's in tier 3 at the bottom of tier 3.
Yeah. I know it's a little jump, but I just feel like Aaron Pierre has everything it takes to be a superstar. Just carried that really weird Netflix movie where he was like, they tried to make him not as attractive as he is, but he just went out there and just was beat up racist by being merely just hot. He's gonna be Green Lantern. He was the voice of Mufasa, for whatever that's worth. I just think Aaron Pierre, the future is really bright for him as a major box office type of guy. He's an action star, I think.
Yeah, I think he is. Your bet, the bet is that he is going to be the next big superhero. I mean, he's got the Rebel Ridge, right? That was the movie I was talking about. Yeah. I really am interested in seeing how he is in the Lantern show.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's like the most you and me go to show ever. But the trailer, he looked good. I like the vibe of the comic people were mad because the costume didn't look right or something.
Right. Yeah.
I can't. But I think it's a pretty good bet.
Yeah. He is the perennial. You saw not a lot of tape in college. Showed up at the combine, and it was just like smoking everybody. Look good, and we're picking them. We're going up.
His version of the 4.3340 is the Jennifer Hudson tunnel walk, where the show had to turn off the comments because the women were too feral.
There you go. That's it. That's his 40 right there. Slowly walking for 40.
Turn them off. Okay, I'm gonna take Jacob Elordi here. Euphoria, man.
Yeah.
Insane cast.
He was right. He was right there for me also. Yeah.
He's a leading man, legit leading man. And he's also in, I got both people in Wuthering Heights, which is not great. Yeah. Nominated this year. I thought he was really good as the monster in Frankenstein. So he's starting to get more like serious actor credentials. I actually think he's like really good in Euphoria.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Playing a pretty complex, unlikable character. But to me, he's one who both men and women like, and is probably just going. I think has proven that he's made good and interesting career choices. I don't even know if it's weird. He's not even like I don't find him particularly like, but people love him. He's very
just so massive. He's just such a big dude. I think it's like, I'm surprised. Like I'm surprised that they're just not jumping. If there's a basketball movie, just put him in there. He's just a big dude.
If they did Winning Time again, he could play Freebird. I'm looking and seeing. I mean, it's so funny. He was in The Kissing Booth, which is really, unbelievably. I watched Saltburn, of course, Priscilla. He's done a lot of like The Narrow Road to the Deep North. A lot of movies that have been award winners. So I think, I think it's a pretty good bet. All right. So there's another woman who's older than I thought, or younger than I thought, who I'm considering, whose career has taken kind of a weird turn. I don't think I want to take her. I'm going to go Florence Pugh here.
Okay.
Maybe to...
Yeah.
I just think she's a really good actress.
Yeah.
Even I watched that Marvel movie on the plane, Thunderbolts.
She was good. She was good in it. She was good in both of them. She was good in Black Widow also, you know. She's
really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and she's carried movies. I mean, I love the Greta Gerwig Little Women. She's great in that. Don't Worry, Darling is such a weird movie, but she's good in it. She's like, it's funny. She's in Dune too. That's really funny. I forgot that. She's definitely I think like in the category of even if the movie's not great, she's great in it.
Yeah.
Obviously I haven't seen Midsommar, but you know, and I think she's still very young. I think she just, to me, like again, like the versatility is what stands out. She has a unique ability to be both like sexy and funny.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty rare. So I don't know. Do men like her? And Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah.
Just, that was, her role was tough.
Yeah. I think guys like her. Yeah, I think guys are into her, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to stand in for all men when I ask those questions. Okay, so right now I have to recap MBJ, Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, Jacob Elordi, and Florence Pugh. You have Zendaya, Chalamet, Robert Pattinson, and Aaron Pierre. I like your team.
Okay. All right. I'm going. This is somebody who I'm just like, I just feel like I got to go with just based on the stats, the accumulated stats, right? The accumulated stats so far, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's nothing that's really jumps off the page in terms of like beyond the Marvel stuff to me. They tried with the video game movie, Uncharted. They tried with Uncharted. But he's just carrying Marvel right now. The Spider-Man movie was as excited as anybody's been about the Marvel stuff in a long time. And I just feel like he got to have Tom Holland as part of this just for that, right? Like I do feel like he is going to find the things going forward. I mean, there is a like Tom Cruise trajectory for him out there somewhere. He just got to find more of those things. Maybe Marvel is it, but I just think like, with the stats that he's accumulated, Tom Holland has to be part of this.
Undeniably, he's so famous too.
Yeah.
And obviously, Zendaya now factors into that. I think he's one too where like it'll be a good investment because I think he looks so young. It's kind of impacted what he can do in his career, but like in 10 years, and he's a really good actor. He's really likable. He seems like a good dude. I don't know, like you're kind of betting on longevity. And, and also, you know, the Tom Holland umbrella performance. Is there a single greater performance by anyone?
Right. That counts.
Forget the movies, forget the TV shows.
Yeah.
Is anyone on this list
done Umbrella? No. No.
There's no clip from any of these actors or actresses. I personally, Mina Kimes, have watched more than the Tom Holland Umbrella performance.
I think Aaron Pierre in the hallway is like right below Aaron Pierre and Tom Holland. The two. I clearly counted virality into my list here. That's part of it.
I like how that clip comes up. It's also just like such a cultural, like a flashpoint for like debates over masculinity and what women really want, like what women think is what men think women want versus what women want because of I would argue the clip. It really is one of like the clips, the defining clips of our time.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
It works so well in part because the cuts to Zendaya.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I should explain for those who haven't seen. Zendaya and Tom Holland, when they were like teenagers, I think, were on some sort of performing show. I have no idea how they got
lip sync battle. I think is what it was. Lip
sync battle. No idea how they got that. I guess they weren't as famous back then.
Beyonce was on the show at one point. What? Like lip sync battle. I don't know what the budget was for lip sync battle, but what's my guy from Gambit? What's
Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum was doing some sort of I forgot what performance it was, and Beyonce shows up on stage for lip sync battle. Like it's a show. I have no clue how this show exists in the way that it exists. I don't know what the budget for it is, but yes, Tom Holland. That was for as viral as that moment was. They're the second most shocking moment to happen.
That's hilarious. Wow. Yeah. So, anyways, Tom Holland does a cross-dressing performance of Umbrella that is honestly one of the greatest artistic achievements of our century.
Yes, and like Red Pill
and Zendaya is watching.
Pods just like start bleeding out their ears because they couldn't believe what they saw.
And it cuts constantly to Zendaya going, "What?"
Right.
He's watching it, and people always say that's when he got her.
That's where he locked it in.
Good for him. Okay, you have another. So you have 6. I have 6 right now. You have another pick.
Okay. I'm torn. So I'm torn between another futures bet and another straight up awards bet. And I think I'm kind of safe because I'm not sure if you have any of these people. But I'm gonna go, and this is a futures bet based on rumors, partly. Damson Idris. Because
for some reason I thought he was over. I don't know why I thought he was over. He's definitely not over. He's 34.
34.
Okay, so he is rumored.
Damson Idris, rumored to possibly be the new Black Panther. And if he is the new, if he's the new Black Panther, it's to the moon for this guy. He was in F1. He was the star of Snowfall, which was the big thing that got him there. I think he's a great actor. I think he's a really good actor. I think that he could be on the Michael B. Jordan trajectory of big movies, superstar turns, and could really sneak into an Oscar race at some point. Of course, this is contingent on the Black Panther thing. I think that takes him to the moon.
It does, but I think he's...
I mean, he'll be fine regardless, but I think the Black Panther thing puts him in another tier.
He's just got it. Like when you see him talk, you're like, oh, okay. Like, he's just so charismatic. I thought he was very good in F1. It's kind of it's not like a super, the movie, it's a movie about racing. Nobody's really acting their socks off, but he's good in it.
He's holding scenes with Brad Pitt, which I think there's nothing to sort of sneeze at. Yeah.
And he's very believable as like a young star. I mean, I didn't watch Snowfall. Did you watch Snowfall?
Yes, I watched the first 3 seasons of Snowfall.
Okay. Yeah. People love it.
Yeah, he's really good at it. He's great in it.
And he also has off the field intrigue. On and off again, Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
Which it matters. We're talking about people who are superstars and people care about them. People care about this guy a lot. He's but if he's Black Panther, that's book it. That's the best investment of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 4 more spots on my roster. 10 each. Should have said that at the beginning. So we're getting to the could be anyone camp. All right. I am going to take Paul Mescal here.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So who I thought was very good in Hamnet, it kind of got overshadowed a little bit by Jesse Buckley.
Yeah.
But he's only 30 years old. Mm-hmm. He's already been nominated for Oscars, Emmys, SAG, Gold Globe, all of that. He got his break in Normal People, but has been in a. I think the only thing that would make me a little apprehensive is this is very like an artistic skew.
Yeah,
like, very like actorly films. But he was in Gladiator 2.
He was in Gladiator 2, which is a tough watch.
Not his fault. Not his fault.
Tough watch.
One of the worst movies
ever. It's basically Roman Fast and Furious. That's basically what he is.
I will say, credit to Denzel Washington for one of the most unintentionally comedic performances of.
Yeah. Why is
not
there
even trying to
a duel between Denzel Washington and Gladiator at the end of this movie? It was, yeah.
So hopefully that doesn't stop him from doing bigger like box office type movies for my purposes. But he is handsome. He is a really, really good actor. And then for my next pick, I'm going to take another actor. It's kind of a similar bet. So I don't know. Maybe my roster is getting a little bit too artsy, but I'm going to take LaKeith here.
Okay. Yeah.
He's kind of similar, right? Where it's like, maybe it's going to be a little bit too artsy.
Yeah.
But these two guys, I feel like, are my like Oscars bets. I think that they're just both, Mescal and LaKeith Stanfield are just really good actors who have been in like really artistic films.
Yeah.
Stanfield has been associated with bigger, more actiony films, but I don't know if that's in the cards for him. What do you think?
No, I think he's like sort of leaned into the weirdness of Atlanta and has been in those things. Great show. Yeah. Judas and the Black Messiah was great in that. Sorry to Bother You. He was the lead in that, which is another very, very weird movie. Very, very weird movie. I saw that movie in Mississippi when I was visiting home. And there was a lady there who like dramatically like grabbed her purse and ran about the theater as soon as the horse wieners started showing up. She was like, I'm out of here.
Isn't he in another Boots Riley movie that's coming out?
Is he in the new one that's coming up? He was in Book of Clarence. Like he's like, it's a lot of just like weird things. Yeah.
He might be a little bit too weird. This is a little bit of just a pure talent bet for me. I think he's probably one of the best actors of this entire list I have in front of me.
Yeah.
So you have, to recap, Zendaya, Chalamet, Pattinson, Pierre, Holland, and Damson. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 4 movies.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with a barely under 40. Barely under 40. And this is pure awards bait. Lock it in for all the awards. Cynthia Erivo is...
She's under 40?
39.
I never would have guessed that.
She's
never would have guessed
that. Let me. She's like 39.
Wow.
And she was born in 87. So she's January 8th, 1987. Okay. So we're right under 40 with Cynthia Erivo. And just somebody who is going to get every single award humanly possible. I mean, that's just where we are with it. Like she's going to get more Oscar nominations. She's going to get Tonys. If she wants to get an Emmy, like it is EGOT just sort of waiting to happen.
Yeah, I did not think she was under 40. Full disclosure.
I didn't either. I was like tossing it out there and seeing and yeah. So.
Do you have like a favorite role of hers? I'm looking at her IMDb right now.
So a favorite role, I don't, I'm sure. I mean, I would have to go with Wicked, right? Like, because she's just so good in that. I just think actually mostly. Oh, she was good in. Was she? She was in Widows.
She was in Widows. She was in Widows. Widows is a great like a lot of.
Yeah, Widows was kind of like artsy set it off. So that's what I think about Widows. But yeah, so she's just yeah. I mean, and also she's in the type of movies and the type of performer that is Oscar just bait. Just lock it in.
Yeah. Widows is an insane cast. Oh, Brian Tyree Henry's so good in it. Yeah. He is one of my personal favorites. Yeah. Kaluuya is one who I feel like spin a little bit. Taken off the track. This is an insane cast. That's a good awards bet. Okay. See, then you got another pick?
I'm going Austin Butler.
He was in my next. He's in the tier.
Yeah. Going in Austin Butler was iffy. Then I just watched Dune 2 again recently. And he's
really good at it.
Really good, really creepy. Yeah. Just a weird dude. He has like a face that can kind of play can be creepy. Not no insult to him, but like he could just play all these different things. Yeah, I like Austin Butler.
Did you watch Elvis?
A little bit of it. It's not my cup of tea in terms of the presentation of it, but I thought it was fine.
So I watched on a plane. I couldn't finish it. I was like, I can't. I think Tom Hanks ruins the movie.
Yeah.
It's such a shame.
Yeah.
Not a shame, because of their decision to frame it that way and to make him such a front and center part. Austin Butler's like really good in it. And he's really charismatic. And you're like, that's a star. And then all of a sudden Tom Hanks like, it's one of our, I would say, disturbing performances.
Yeah.
Recent memory. I just watched his movie, the Darren Aronofsky movie, Caught Stealing, that he's in. And it's a similar one where it's like not a good movie, but Austin Butler is good in it. He's very handsome, obviously. And I do think he's like a legitimately good actor. He's making some interesting choices. It's a good bet. I think just thus far, he has not been in like something. He has not carried a film where I'm like, I like this movie, but it's not his fault. So the classic, like, good draft pick, bad stat system. For me,
Sam Darnold, put him somewhere else. Put it with a good director. Because Dune 2, he was so good. He's really good in it. Yeah. He's
really, really good. And that was like eye opening because I didn't know he was capable of that kind of villainry. Okay, so these are my final two picks here.
Okay.
I got MBJ, Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, Elordi, Pugh, Mescal, Stanfield. So we've cleared out by first and second tiers.
Okay.
If we're doing awards, because I feel like we've cleared out the box office. Yeah. There's one box office guy who neither of us have drafted, and maybe I'll take him as my final pick.
Okay.
But we're gonna go awards here. My girl Saoirse Ronan.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I'm saying her name right.
Okay.
She's probably like the most, outside of Emma Stone, decorated young actress. She's only 31 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Which is insane. Just to go over her canon, Lady Bird. Well, actually, you got to go back further than that because Brooklyn was scrolling back. The Lovely Bones, The Way Back. She was fresh on that. Grand Budapest Hotel, Lost River, Brooklyn, which she was very, very good in. Lady Bird. I forgot she was in The French Dispatch. I think she probably is the best actor ever mentioned. Like, she's just an unbelievable actress. Not limited box office potential, I will acknowledge, but
Oscar bait, like you said. Just
she's my Erivo.
Yeah.
And then my final one, screw it, I'll take Glen Powell here.
Okay, all right.
I mean, the thing about Powell, like, I think, I tried to watch Running Man on the plane. I failed after 10 minutes. It wasn't his fault. It's just, he's like a legitimately, I think, good actor.
Yeah.
I think I do wonder. My only fear with him is like it might be like a limited upside, high floor play.
Yeah.
But
it could be. I mean, it's about the movies he picks. This could be like real. It could really fall off the wagon pretty fast for him. If he starts to get a couple flops in there, it can get real ugly for him.
There is a movie of his that I think about, the Linklater baseball movie. Everybody Wants Some. What year was that? 2016. He's like nobody in it. He's just like a small character, and you watch it, and he's so obviously the movie star on camera. It's a really good movie. I mean, it's not. It's just like a weird Linklater chill hang college baseball movie, but he is so charismatic in it, and I think that. And I love Set It Up, the Netflix rom-com he was in.
Top Gun. I mean,
Top Gun. He's really good in.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit. I think if we'd done this a couple years ago, maybe he would have been higher. On the list, but I'll take Glen here.
Okay. All right.
You got two more picks.
I'm going Ayo.
Okay.
Here.
Really?
Yeah.
Not on my list.
Yeah. Not sure where I mean, she's just going to be in a bunch of things. I don't know if it's box office. I don't know if it's like TV, but there was a moment where she was just in all the things for a little bit, right? Voice acting, all that stuff.
And they were kind of not good though.
They weren't that great.
I
think that I believe in her though. I have faith in her. I think it's a buy low, I think.
Okay.
It's a buy low. And I think the turnaround is heading this. I think part of it was just the bear has fallen off, and
I think that influenced it.
Yeah, the last season was not good, And I think that's part of it. But I do think as
she's had a couple duds, so she needs to come back. But you know, she's young.
Yeah. So okay, I'm torn between these two. I'm gonna like one is like super talent versus somebody who I think is just gonna have more success here. And I think I'm kind of going success with Anya Taylor-Joy.
She was on my list.
Yeah. I think I'm going her. I think her in Dune 3 now is going to be maybe like her movie a little bit. She is 29. So there's that. So there's Furiosa, of course, Queen's Gambit, things that she's like really carried. Yeah. So that's, it was her or Michaela Cole.
Yeah.
I just think Michaela Cole.
She is doing Bloodsport.
No, I didn't see that.
I don't know if she said she wanted to or if it's a deal done, but she was remaking Bloodsport, which I just think she's probably one of the more interesting artists.
Yeah, she's just so good. I was going with her just for maybe I should have picked her instead of Ayo, but Michaela Cole is just like, I think she could do all the things. The show she had, I Might Ruin You, I think is what it's called, or something like that.
Oh, I Will Destroy You.
I Will Destroy You. Yeah, it was so good.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, just jumps off the screen. But I'm going Anya Taylor-Joy.
I May Destroy You. Sorry. Okay, yeah. I mean, I had her on my list as well. Some of the names that I had on my list that I was considering, we didn't get to because we got to a lot of them. Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, yeah. So Jennifer Lawrence was on mine. I just don't think she's that good at many things.
Really?
I just don't like watching her on I don't.
I think she's divisive.
Yeah, I don't. I think she's like in the Jennifer Aniston category for me as somebody who's just in things, and she doesn't like ruin anything. But I'm just kind of like, okay, Jennifer Lawrence is there. Like it's
someone who I think is really good. Josh O'Connor, who was one of the dudes in Challengers, who was in Knives Out.
Oh yeah.
He's great.
He's good. Yeah.
Mikey Madison, who was Anora, but I just think it hasn't been enough stuff for me. Jenna Ortega. I didn't watch Wednesday, but people love that.
Yeah.
If we wanted to do the actor award-winning route, Jessie Buckley, who just won Best Actress for Hamnet, and maybe is probably going to win a lot more awards. Jeremy Allen White, who I'm not maybe the bear has tainted everything.
yeah.
I can't be pressed. That was
he was in that wrestling movie. He was in the wrestling movie about the Von Erichs, which is the most depressing movie you will ever see in your entire life.
Yeah,
he was good.
It's very depressing.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
not as depressing as real life, which is like really even makes it sadder.
Final teams. David, Zendaya, Chalamet, Pattinson, Pierre, Holland, Damson Idris, Cynthia Erivo, Austin Butler, Ayo Edebiri, Anya Taylor-Joy. It's a good team, good roster.
Good squad.
I've got MBJ, Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, Jacob Elordi, Florence Pugh, Paul Mescal, LaKeith Stanfield, Saoirse Ronan, and Glen Powell.
Yeah. Let
us know who you think won. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's awards versus money, I think is where we're at with it. Like you got a whole bunch of money. You got a lot of award stuff. I think I got a lot of box office stuff. Cynthia Erivo's got to carry our awards.
I like the Idris, and that one the Black Panther thing completely flew over my head. But if that happens, then I think you got
a blue chipper there.
Yeah, your blue chipper. All right, this is a ton of fun. We will be back next week to discuss Paradise and whatever else comes into our brain. Apologies again for not telling y'all about the Age of Attraction, but if there's anything else you want us to cover, let us know. I'm working on getting David to do The Boys, which is a show that I love and comes out in April. So if anybody watches The Boys, let us know. I do love that show.